Hello student, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Process Control Lecture Series. In my previous lecture, we start the composite control mode, and in that lecture we discuss about the PI mode. Now in this lecture we discuss about the PD mode, that means proportional plus derivative control mode. And then after we discuss about the PID mode, that means proportional plus integral plus derivative control mode. So in this lecture we discuss about these two composite control modes. So now we start with the first one mode, that is the proportional plus derivative mode, that is PD mode. The PD mode involves the serial or the cascade use of the proportional and derivative modes, and this mode has many industrial applications. That means we know the PD mode, that means it is a cascade connection of proportional and derivative controller, and this mode used in many industry applications. The analytical expression for the PD mode is given by P is equals to Kp EP plus Kp Kd dEp by dt plus P0. Here the P is indicate the output of the controller, and P0 indicate the output of the controller at initial, and Kp is indicate the process gain, Kd indicate the derivative gain, and Ep and Ep indicate the error. Now, this system will not eliminate the offset of the proportional controller. However, handle fast process load changes as long as the load change offset error is acceptable. So this is the limitation of this mode. That means the limitation of PD mode is that this system will not eliminate the offset of the proportional controller. Now we understand the operation of this PD mode for the proportional plus derivative controller by help of this figure. So here the figure shows a typical PD response for the load change. It can be observed that the derivative action moves the controller output in relation to the error rate change. Figure show the PD controller mode response showing offset error from proportional mode and derivative action for changing load for the reverse acting system. So here we can see or observe the operation of control mode, that is the proportional and derivative control mode. So here first one graph or the first one figure is indicate the error response, and the lower one graph is indicate the controller output response. So from the figure we can see the PD controller mode response showing offset error from the proportional mode and derivative action for the changing load for the reverse acting system. Now we discuss about the PID mode, that means proportional plus integral plus derivative control mode. This is the combination of PID controller. One of the most powerful but complex controller mode operation combine the proportional, integral and derivative mode. So this is the most powerful control mode in the industry, but at the same time it is also complex because we have to control three controllers. The PID mode can be used for the virtually any process condition. The analytical expression for PID mode is given by P is equals to KP EP plus KP KI integration 0 to T EP dt plus KP KD dEP by dt plus PI 0. This is the analytical expression of PID controller. Here PI0 is indicate the integral term value at t is equals to 0. That means at the time at the initial value. And here this Kp is indicate the proportional gain, Kd is indicate the derivative gain, and Ki is indicate the integral gain. So this is the general analytical expression for the PID mode. Now we understand the operation of PID controller by using this graph. So here in this graph you can see the first one graph, that means upper one graph is indicate the error response. So here, and the lower one graph is indicate the response of controller. So here you can see the derivative, integral and proportional action in the lower one graph. This mode eliminates the offset of the proportional mode and still provide fast response for changing load. A typical PID response is shown in figure. In figure, the response of the three-mode system to an error is shown. So here, this mode eliminates the offset of the proportional mode. So this is the most one advantage of this mode, and still provide faster response for changing load. So these are the two advantages of this mode. That means PID mode, first one advantage is it eliminates the offset of the proportional mode, and it also provides the faster response compared to other mode. Now we discuss the example of this lecture. So here this is the graphical representation of error is given. So suppose the error figure is applied to a proportional derivative controller with Kp is equals to 5 and Kd is equals to 0.5 second and P0 is equals to 20%. Draw a graph of the resulting controller output. So here the error response, that means error graph is given, and we have to find out the controller response graph, that means how it gives response to the error. We have to find out, and here the value of Kp and Kd is given, that means Kp is equals to 5 and Kd is equals to 0.5 is given, and initial value of the controller is given is equals to 20%. So now we start procedure. In this case we evaluate the error, that means the output, as P is equals to Kp EP plus Kp Kd dEp by dt plus P0. This is the equation for the PD mode. So proportional plus derivative mode equation is here, and overall two span of the error. In this time, in the time of the 0 to 1 second, where EP is equals to AT, we can see in the figure. So at the time between the 0 to 1, we have EP is equals to AT. So we can write the equation as P1 is equals to Kp, and instead of EP we write the AT plus Kp Kd, and the derivation of EP is, we know AT is equals to A plus P0. So here P1 is equals to Kp AT Kp Kd A plus P. Here A is equals to 1% per second. So we get P1 is equals to 5t plus 2.5 plus 20. So here we put the value of the A in this equation. So we get P1 is equals to the 5T plus Kp into Kd into A is equals to 2.5 plus P0 is equals to 20. Now, note that the instantaneous change of 2.5% produced by this error in the span from the 1 to 3 seconds, we have P2 is equals to 5 plus 20 is equals to 25. So in this figure we can see the instantaneous change of the 2.5% produced in between the 1 to 3 seconds. So for that, the output calculation, we know the P2, that means the output of the controller, is equals to 5 plus 20, so we get the 25. The span from the 3 to 5 seconds has an error of EP is equals to minus 0.5 T plus 25. So that we get for the 3 to 5 seconds as P3 is equals to minus 2.5 T plus 12.5 minus 12.5 plus 20. So we can also write as P3 is equals to minus 2.5 T plus 31.25. So this is the response of this PD controller we can see, and this is the response according to the error we can see in the figure. So in this example, we divide the operation in a 3 parts. First one is the 0 to 1 second, then after 1 to 3 seconds, and then after 3 to 5 seconds. And according to that, we calculate the response of the controller. And we draw the response of the controller in the figure. Now we discuss same example by help of the PID controller. So let us combine everything and see how the error of the figure, response, and the output in the 3-mode controller with Kp is equals to 5, Ki is equals to 0.7, and Kd is equals to 0.5, and the Pi0 is equals to 20%. Draw a plot of the controller output. So here we take same example, but for the 3-mode, that means the PID controller. And here we have given the Kp is equals to 5, Ki is equals to 0.7, and the Kd is equals to 0.5. And the initial value is the 20%. So we have to plot the controller output response. So now we start. So from the figure, the error can be expressed as 0 to 1 second, that is the EP is equals to T percentage, and 1 to 3 second, EP is equals to 1%. And for the 3 to 5 second, the EP is equals to minus 1 by 2 T plus 2.5%. This is the given. So here we have to we divide operation into 3 parts: 0 to 1 second, 1 to 3 second, and 3 to 5 second. So now we start procedure. This is the equation for the PID controller. We know P is equals to Kp EP plus Kp Ki 0 to 2 EP dt plus Kp Kd dep dt plus Pi0. So this is a general analytical expression for the PID controller. Now we start procedure for the first one case. So the P is equals to, here we put the value of the Kp, Ki and Kd. So we get P is equals to 5 Kp plus 3.5 0 to T integration EP dt plus 2.5 dep dt plus 20. Now for the 0 to 1 second, we have P1 is equals to 5T plus 3.5 0 to T EP dt plus 2.5 plus 20. So we can get P1 is equals to 5t plus 1.75 t square plus 22.5. Here we simply integrate the term. So we know the integration. So EP is equals to t. So and integration of t is equal to t square by 2. So 3.5 divided by 2. So we get 1.75. And instead of t, so we put the t square. This is the float in the figure in the span of 0 to 1 second. Now, at the end of 1 second, you can see at the end of the 1 second, the integral term has accumulated to P1 is equals to 21.75%. Now, from the 1 to 3 second, we have P2 is equals to 5 plus 3.5, 0 to t, and we know EP is equals to 1 for the 1 to 3 second. So here we write 1 dt plus 21.75. So we get P2 is equals to 3.5 t minus 1 plus 26.7. So here we simply integrate the value of the 1. So we get the t, and so we finally get the P2 is equals to 3.5 t minus 1 plus 26.75. Now, this controller variation is shown in the figure from the 1 to 3 second. At the end of the 3 second, the integral term has accumulated to a value of Pi3 is equals to 21.75%. So finally, from 3 to 5 seconds, we have P3 is equals to 5 minus 1 by 2 t plus 2.5 plus 3.5 integration 0 to t minus 1 by 2 t 2.5 dt minus 2.5 by t plus 28.75. So we know the value of the EP for the portion of the 3 to 5 second is the minus 1 by 2 t plus 2.5. So we just simply substitute the value of this in P3 equation. So we get the P3 is equals to minus 0.875 t square plus 6.25 t plus 21.625. So this is the P3 output value. After a 5 second, the error is 0. Therefore, the output will simply be the accumulated integral response providing a constant output. Pi is equals to 32.25. So we can see after the 5 seconds the error is 0. Therefore, the output will simply be an accurate integral response. That is the constant output of Pi is equals to 32.25%. So this is the example of PID controller response. So in this lecture, first we discussed about the proportional plus derivative control mode, and then after we discussed about the PID controller, that is proportional plus integral plus derivative control.